Why a social work approach which is specifically working with men and is not gender neutral? Well, because men have several different kinds of problems, very special kind of problems, which relate directly to their masculinity and their identity. Many men react with violence or with various kinds of aggressiveness, or there's an enormous amount of social problems which men have, which is very difficult for them to solve them, and they go deeper and deeper into these problems. Many of the people who are homeless, many of the people who are alcoholics, many of the people who are drug addicts, a major portion of them are men, and the same with people in jails. Therefore, we have to kind of look at men and understand why do they get into this situation. Takes us all the way back to gender socialization. And in gender socialization, we have to understand what is going on here with these boys who have to become men. What is going on is they have to learn how to be strong, how to be assertive, how to be independent, how to somehow prove that they have control over their own lives. And this is a process in gender socialization which goes on the whole time, whereby they have to leave the family and go out and be together with other boys to show that they are men and show that their masculinity is a very important part of their identity. Another aspect that is that they have to prove that they're not feminine or they're not women. That means also what they have to do is to not use their feelings, or they don't cry, because crying or feelings have a great deal to do with women. And this is a very big problem in many men, because they remove themselves from their feelings and their emotions because they have to prove and show that they are men and they are strong. What happens in terms of problems here is that when men grow up and become older and have problems, and they become in a stressed or difficult situation, they have feelings in their body that they really don't know how to react to, or they don't know what they are. They don't know what these feelings are for. And many times they try to repress these feelings, and they repress it by using drugs or using alcohol or doing kinds of extreme sports or various kinds of activities which pushes them away from the situation they find themselves in, and it doesn't give them the possibility to react and understand these feelings. The other problem is that men usually develop social relationships with other men whereby they don't really talk about problems, don't talk about situations that help them solve their problems. They usually talk about activities or games or various kinds of things that they want to do or create and build. They don't go to back and reflect on their own problems. Therefore, when many men have problems, they have several big difficulties with these problems. They don't know how to talk about their problems with other men. They don't really have a network whereby they can talk about their problems. And it's a part of being a masculinity, being masculine men, is that they don't have problems. What happens is that they have a very long time before they go to the doctor or they ask people for help, because asking for help is also a part of a threat to their masculinity, because they have been taught as young children in their socialization process that they have to be able to prove that they're strong and they solve their own problems, because that's what men do. Therefore, it's very important that we learn several things in talking with men. We have to know what masculinity is. We have to know how men develop social problems and what these problems are, and how they take problems have a relationship to their own identity and their masculinity. Therefore, it's very important that we work with solving social problems with a very special gender-specific approach.